She said, she'll take me anywhere, she'll take me anywhere, as long as she stays with me. She said, she'll take me anywhere, she'll take me anywhere, as long as I stay queen. Yes, yes, Molly's lips. Yes, yes, Molly's lips. Yes, yes, Molly's lips. Yes, yes, Molly's lips. Hey, Matt here, and yeah, so kind of want to make this video because if you don't already know, I haven't watched SmackDown yet, and I honestly didn't want to believe that this could happen. However, I had a feeling that heck, you know what, it's still possible. Jeff Cobb debuted at Backlash, and so it appears that now his name, JC Mateo. I mean, there's two ways of thinking about this. Like, you took a guy who's wrestled for 30 years or however, or 20 years maybe. Yeah, I'll say that. And I mean, somebody that I believe was the reason I also enjoyed watching independent wrestling. Obviously, seeing him in Ring of Honor, seeing him in Japan, seeing him in all those shows. And it made me wonder, like, was there any reason at all? And I posted a short, by the way. Why would they do this? Like, is it a big deal? No. The guy is 43 years old. I don't know how long he's gonna wrestle for. And I honestly think he wanted to scratch WWE off the bucket list. In my opinion, you know, like, WWE, whether I like it or not, is still the company that people want to go to. And so, now that he's here, we'll see what happens. I don't see them really put a title on him. They could. I honestly wish they would have put him in Paul Heyman's team with Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins, but I guess Braun's the muscle in that team. But regardless, I feel like when you have Jordan Devlin as JD McDonough, now obviously McDonough being an Irish name, and he's JD. What's the initials? Jordan Devlin. Does it make it better? No. But I feel like people are grasping at straws. Did you really think they were going to call him Jeff Cobb in WWE? Now, you did have a lot of wrestlers like Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, Bill Goldberg, but Kevin Nash and Scott Hall were basically wrestling in their later part in WWE. Well, because they were the NWO angle, but that's besides the point. The company should have learned by now. The list goes on. Eddie Guerrero. Hell, you got Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, Motor City Machine Guns, who finally made it to the WWE. So that's cool. And I know it's just a name, but I had to look it up just to make this video as well. Talk about Tom Hamilton, who did commentary for WWE, and then he goes on to TNA as Tom Hannafin, and I'm thinking, okay, they changed his name. No, that's his real name. You know, like, I don't know what's wrong with, like, I understand in the Vince era that was a thing. But now we're in a Triple H era. Like, why are we erasing that? And it's the same with me. And always that running thing where I go, it's Skydome to me, damn it. Instead of the Rogers Center. Which is true. It's just a name, but at the same time, it's also history, you know? It's like Bailey. Well, Bailey was Davina Rose in the Independents, amongst other names. Mercedes was Sasha Banks. I'm sure she was wrestling as other names, but I can't remember. Speaking of Mercedes, so this was a long time ago, last week or whatever it was, and the fact that you have Mercedes, who was going to put up a website so fans could pay, I think it's $100 to write a message on a message board or something like that. And I have a hard time with YouTubers asking for money. I never did, never will. Not that I'm really that famous or famous at all, so yeah. But to me that just sounds raunchy. I mean, how much money is Mercedes actually making in the wrestling world that she has to? And then on top of that, the fact that she has admitted that she hates, dislikes fans and all that stuff. Now whether that's her in character or not, I don't know. But on the other hand too, like, she's been stopped at airports, yeah, at like 6 in the morning, which is also something that I'd be pissed off at myself. But I mean, that's just, I remember, and this has nothing to do with money, but it was Alice Cooper, and a big fan since I was a kid. And I remember going on that site, and it said, well, you know, Alice is a sarcastic person, so expect sarcasm when you ask him a question. So, and obviously AI wasn't a thing then, or ChatGPT or whatever, but it just didn't seem like that was the real Alice Cooper, so that was lame. But yeah, like, first off, if you're a celebrity of any kind, don't do stuff like this. No, not charge an arm and a leg, but like, no, just dumb. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. I don't think that's the case at all. If you look at some of his earlier interviews,